The Chinese mobile game Genshin is famous. In my experience, it was the first Chinese game that taking the world like this. However, do you know many Chinese players actually hate this game? 3 years ago, miHoYo announced the game will be on PlayStation 4. There is an angry player go to the event and smash his PS4 to protest. He said the Chinese game will never die because it never been alive.
中国的游戏是不会死的，因为中国游戏就没有活过，好吧？
Oh, by the way, before he doing this, he get the permission by the staff with a kind person. Somebody said this person is actually the technical director of Genshin Impact. I'm not sure is that correct. If you know, please tell me. But what make this happen? What makes Chinese player believe it is such a shame to just play this game? My name is P. Let's see. When the game is announced, people can clearly see Genshin Impact obviously learned something from the Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild. In terms of the trailer, game style, features, emotions, and some skill designs. I don't know, are they do this on purpose to get attention, or they are good students who love to learn so much. No matter what, these two games have too much similarity. Therefore, Chinese players' first impression of Genshin Impact is that this game is definitely a copy game with a system of pay and get girl. Chinese players hate copy games. Badly. You may have this question, it is just a trailer, how people can tell it's a cheap knockoff just based on that, like you don't even play the game yet. But well, this makes sense under the background of Chinese game industry. It's disappointed to tell, but most of super viral online game that appears in Chinese gaming history is some kind of copy game. This relates to the WeChat's company, Tencent. 15 years ago, WeChat does not exist, but they have QQ, a kind of social media software that everybody is using. Then Tencent used QQ as a platform to publish their games. Every freaking single game is a copy game. Tencent buys soft game and they make some of them. Typically these games are not super bad, but Tencent decide to give every single game the system of paying and growing. You pay more for the game, you become stronger. It sounds like there's no even reason to play these games, but remember, Tencent has QQ, the biggest social media at that time in China. When teenagers heard this game from QQ, they have no idea these games are copy games. And usually they don't get the chance to play other games, so they think the paying and growing system is, natural. Besides, all the teenagers who using QQ, like your friends, your cousins, the girl you love, the boy you love, they are all playing these games. And you have no other choice, right? Tencent made tons of money by these copy games. And there is barely no place for other games to survive. Because of the policy and the internet border, it's pretty hard for the game from other country to get into the China. So it's basically Tencent's empire. When these kids grow up, they finally see the Tencent's paying system is ridiculous, and they see how Tencent use copy games to dominate the Chinese game industry. Everybody knows Chinese games is far behind. If companies keeping making these games and players keeping playing these games, there will be no place for original game to grow up. I think this is enough to explain why people are so angry when they see Genshin. When there are voices talking about Genshin is a copy game, the company miHoYo made the worst choice. They shut everybody's mouth. First, they told their employees to not talk about anything between Zelda and Genshin in any interview. Second, they are watching the social media to make sure there is nobody with influence are talking about this topic. A famous Chinese streamer Zhen Xiang simply said, "Let's try some Chinese Zelda" in his social media. Then he has been told that he must delete this. You can tell this is not cool, right? It was clear miHoYo don't want Genshin Impact to be related to the Legend of Zelda. In this situation, what players can see is that you learn things from the Zelda, but you don't want to admit this, since then more and more players believe Genshin is a copy game. Before the game was even released, it is already notorious. Everybody is talking about this because everybody believes it is a shameless, cheap, dishonored copy game. If the whole world seeing this, they will make fun of us. They will say China is a country of copy games. And that is what happened in Chinese community before Genshin was released. After the game was finally get out, some people think we should give it a chance and find out, wait, it's not too bad, it's pretty fine, right? But some people still don't give Genshin this chance. They refuse to play this game. And please don't blame them. Chinese gamer has been hurt by the copy game so much. They love games and they just want Chinese game to be better. After 2 years, I think Genshin proved itself. It learned things, but it is not a copy game. It's probably the time to give it a try. I speak to myself. If you like this video, please give me a like. That means so much to me. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a great day.